The initial plan was presented in 2019, and today, Council President Nick Mosby mostly took issue with the process of the bid. He argued there should always be a competitive bidding process, regardless of what previous administrations or city leaders approved. Mosby voted against the deal because he believed it to be a, quote, sole source deal. Now, Mosby told the board the Cherry Hill Development Corporation did not provide schematics for what they want the site to become. However, Controller Henry disagreed with that assessment. He said this is the best example he's seen of community-driven development. It was when Council President Nick Mosby said the board should be ashamed. That's when things got heated.
I have the mic.
Yeah,
It's important for you
no,
to
sir.
communicate.
That is not how the chair works.
For you to communicate.
I know a lot about being a chair,
important for
sir,
you.
and being a chair does not mean you get to interrupt someone you've given the floor to.
The only thing I'm asking is that you articulate what was said. It was not that this board should be shameful for taking on what previous administrations had done.
I believe you looked around at us and said, shame. Did you not express that we should be ashamed for this?
We're not going to go back and forth.
Could cut through that tension with a knife. 11 News talked with both the council president and the controller following that meeting.
It's one thing to continue to vet each project and make sure that each project is proceeding well from the perspective of the citizens of Baltimore. It's another thing to go back and open up the window to say we're open to other new development proposals on this site or dealing with this issue.
It's not about this project, it's more about the mentality of our city. And again, you know, in 2023, the fact that we're still entering in sole source development deals where we haven't seen a conceptual design, where there's so many uncertainties about this particular project, it just seems like we are not moving in the right direction associated with that. I think that many people have spoken.
All right, Council President Mosby was the only Board of Estimates member who voted against the plan. We asked Controller Henry about the concerns about the lack of schematics. Henry, who has a background in community development, told 11 News in an ideal world those would be available. He said there are conceptual drawings that were part of the master planning process.